After Medeus' demise, Dola would relax its shadowy grip on the land and fade into obscurity. The Empire was finished. The fires of war that had raged across Arcania would die, and light would come to take darkness's place. Before any of that could come to pass, there were a few final moments of Marth's tale that need telling. So this ending is altered depending on one key moment, or key factor. Sita! This ending plays if she's dead. Technically, we need the bad ending.
Well done, Marth. Our struggle is finally over. You have saved our world.
Yeah, it was a fun ride. Not just me. Many fought at my side. And many died. Oh.
Marth, you loved her, didn't you? Sita.
Oh? She was the one I most wanted to keep safe. But I failed, and now I have lost her forever. Damn, son! It occurs to me now that perhaps she was the one protecting me all along. I don't know about that one, mate! Sita, why did you take up arms with a fool like me?
Marth, do not blame yourself. Remember Henri and Artemis.
Oh? Oh, I know where she's going.
We are their descendants. Perhaps we were always meant to share their curse, as well as their blood.
Yeah, figure that one. Freaking Artemis' curse.
And perhaps, only once the curse had exacted its price, could our battle with the Shadow Dragon be won. This peace we have made, we must cherish it, Marth. We have both paid so dearly for it. Let us work together to ensure none must endure a tragedy like ours again.
So concludes the tale of Falchion, Blade of Light, Marth, its wielder, and his battle with the Shadow Dragon. Herein its events have been chronicled, that none may ever forget. Right, let's try that again without feeling a little guilt trip that Sita's all dead and shit, like, oops, she's dead. I should feel bad right now. No, let's have the good ending, with her being alive.
Marth, you did it! It's finally over!
I've waited a long time for this day, and now I'm not entirely certain what to do with it.
Marth, we haven't talked much since leaving Talus, but I thought... Do you know where you'll be going?
To Altea, of course. War has left my kingdom in shambles. I cannot waste another day. I must return to help rebuild. As you should, probably.
So, I suppose that means you have to bid Talus farewell for good.
Don't be silly, Sita. I need to at least go thank your father and tell him the fighting is done.
My father? Marth, I'm not asking about my... Never mind. Please excuse me.
Told.
Marth, did something happen? I just passed Sita and she looked heartbroken.
No, well, we were just talking, and she asked me. And he relays his story.
Oh, Marth. How can a man who's faced the Shadow Dragon be so desperate to avoid facing his own feelings?
Zing. What? I don't know what you're talking about.
You wish to send Sita home to Talus, then in return to Altea alone? That is what you want?
Well, that's where we both belong. I don't see what my wants have to do with anything. Marth, are you so fucking dense? Put two and two together!
Clearly not. Marth, if you have anything to say to Sita, say it now. Love cannot always make the leap from the heart to heart by itself. Sometimes you must speak it aloud and give it wings.
Holy shit, Nina actually said something meaningful. Again! Trust me, guys, this does not happen again!
Surely a great leader like you can muster the courage for that.
Even if it's a bit awkward and haphazard. Yeah, hurry up the fuck up, Marth. Sita, might I... have a moment? I did not speak my heart before. When I said I would go to Altea, I had hoped you would be at my side. There we go. As you said, we have not spoken much since Talus. With you, I felt I never had to say a word. If the battle started to take its toll, you were always there. Close by. I would see you there, so so brave. Subtle, Marth. And I would, derive! Yes! Derive great strength! Derive... Why is this so difficult? Sita, I'm just trying to tell you
Marth, shh. Me too. Me too.
Subtle. So yeah, they confess their feelings for one another, which is all nice and stuff, and they make a good couple, so it's all. Alright, now we end the damn game. Oh my god, it's over. Oh my god, Shadow Dragon is over! Ah! So the campaign summary tells all how long you took for each chapter, in both turns and time limit. But I don't know about that, you can see this in your own. It's over! Shadow Dragon is over! I started this LP on a whim a year ago, a little more than a year ago, just because, hey, I think it might be cool to LP Shadow Dragon, and, well, you know, it's Shadow Dragon, it's kind of popular here, I mean, it's a Fire Emblem game and localized. I've been really lax in updating it, as you probably would have guessed, but hey, I finally got it done. And for those of you who just stuck by me and just see this LP finish, thanks a lot, you guys are always great. I still wish I could have just uploaded this faster, but hey, I finally finished this LP. That means I can probably move on to better things, like, you know, the sequel, which is much, much better. But that'll probably wait until, like, I don't know, after the new year is set in, probably. I'll probably wait until then to start that LP. But this game, Shadow Dragon, it's still on the bottom list of my Fire Emblem list, but I still like it. I don't take back what I said about FE8 or 10 and 1, though I kind of have some fun just dicking around in 1, so there is that. Even though it's kind of not that strong of a Fire Emblem game, but even though it's still in the lower tier list for as far as Fire Emblem games go, I still like it. Even if it is really, really unpolished. But enough about that. Let's go to character endings. And what little they have to offer, because, you know, this is what am character development in this game. Marth, Altean Prince. Marth returned to war-torn Altea and devoted all his energy to restoring the kingdom to its former glory. He was later crowned king, the Hero King. Sita, Talos' heart. Sita visited her father in Talos before returning to Altea with Marth. Their whispers of love warmed the castle halls. Oh. Jagen, Bones of Iron. After the war, Jagen laid down his lance and became one of Prince Marth's closest advisors. Oh, he retired! But he's still the best character in the game. Kain, King's voice. Valiantly lured the enemy away to ensure Marth's escape from Altea, but sadly, no one ever heard from him again. This is the ending you get if whoever sacrifices himself in the prologue. Abel, Altea's shield. Abel left the army and opened a small shop. He was to be married, but in the end his fellow knights were his most steadfast companions. Ha, good old Abel. Drog, gentle giant. Drog was put in charge of an outland garrison. People there soon came to love their kind, but stalwart protector. Yeah, these endings really aren't much. They're just, this character did this, that's it. Gordon, the ungagged. Gordon squired himself to Arcadian Knight to further his mastery of the bow. Later returned to Altea with his brother. Some of these titles are rather cheeky, fucking developers. Reese, Altean healer. Reese built a monastery and spent his remaining years caring for children who had lost their parents in the war. With his bald head, I might because he's fucking Reese now. Ogma, loyal blade. Ogma returned to Talos to serve its people. Perhaps love was not his long suit. History contains no record of him marrying. Barst, the hatchet. Barst briefly enlisted in the Arcadian army, but later deserted, to become a pirate by some accounts. Arr, Barst being a pirate, matey, cause we reclassed him, arr. Bord, the lopper. Bord returned to his peaceful life as a woodcutter. In time, he became renowned for his craftsmanship. You know, he has highest skill. Cord, the chopper. Cord returned to his peaceful life as a woodcutter. In time, he became renowned for his speedy work, because he has high speed. Get it? They put their gross in as something, Castor, loving son. Castor hurried home to his aging mother, medicine in hand. They lived modest lives. It's like, what the hell? These endings. Daros, Seawalker. Was back to the sea for Daros by all accounts. Carefree, he departed Arcadia's shores for the last time. Good luck on you then. Julian, honest thief. Julian gave up thievery for good and found an honest job in Macedon. These endings are so bullshit and so... Lena, angel to all. And I cared for orphans at a convent in Macedon and doled out love in equal shares to all she met. They're just so basic. Nevair, silent sword. Nevair found such of the great struggle. For years, imposters appeared, hoping to profit from his reputation with the world round. We won't be seeing them in the sequel. Nope, 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 nope. Merrick, mirthful mage. After helping Marth stamp out the fires of war, Merrick returned to Kadene where he continued his magical studies. and become even more of a pinty-head magical man. Mathis, fabulous noble. Mathis left an army in favor of a dull and predictable in life Macedon. To him, bliss, because he's fabulous. Hardin, Coyote. Nita offered Hardin her hand in marriage, and so he was crowned the 24th king of House Arcadia. Good for him! Surely nothing bad will happen from that, right? Wolf, Aurelian hero. Wolf remained a knight of Horus. He helped rebuild and later captained an elite force known as the Wolf Guard. Can't let you do that, Star Fox. Sedgar, Aurelian Star. Sedgar remained a knight of Orlis. He helped rebuild and later became vice-captain and pillar of the Wolf Guard. Roche, Aurelian Hope. Roche left the army but later returned and became an Aurelian paladin. Records show he resided in Altea for a time. So basic. Violin, Aurelian's son. Violin remained a knight of Orlis and helped rebuild. Always he put the friends who had grown to manhood first. Wendell, wise teacher. Wendell became the senior mage at Kadeen and embarked on a journey that took him from the land to land in pursuit of truth. And he became fucking Wendell as a result. Rickard, big-time thief. Rickard returned home to live in peace. Or so he claimed, even as the year experienced a surge of break-ins and purse snatchings. Fink. Bantu, Fire Dragon. Bantu sealed the Dragonstone's power and disappeared, but his wish was to live out his years in the Dolurian countryside. Caesar, Hired Sword. History lost track of Caesar after the war. Perhaps he found work as a bodyguard, or perhaps some country made him a general. Who the hell knows? Rad, Lady Killer. Rad fell in love during the war and gave up his sword to win the woman's heart. Whether he succeeded, we shall never know. Fucking A. Roger, still single. Roger found his way back to Grus in the end and was reached out to many people whom the war had touched. No. George, perfect shot. George worked diligently to rebuild Arcadia. Later he was chosen from the Palace's Knights to become Archer Captain, and he inherited Parthia as a result. Maria, petite princess. After studying Gadeen for a spell, Princess Maria returned to Macedon to serve her people as a cleric. She was still won't let you protest, by the way. Minerva, true leader. Minerva put all her effort into restoring Macedon to glory, all wished for her to be queen. All except Minerva herself. Aw, she's humble and modest. Linda, Meloa's child. Linda entered Princess Nina's protection and became a lady in court. That's it! She slays Garter if this is all she gets? What the hell? Jake, Anna's love. Jake helped rebuild a town destroyed during the war. He and his lover Anna always dreamed of traveling to far-off continents. Well, maybe we'll see in other games. You know, hint hint. Medea, his anchor. Medea honored her princess's request to remain with the Arcadian Knights and later became their captain. I'm pretty sure she's ruthlessly effective. Dolph, spitting image. Dolph had a short career as a general before leaving the army. Some said the move was a tacit rejection of the king-to-be. Maceline, dead ringer. Maceline left the Arcadian army with a word of explanation. Without a word of explanation, he settled near the border and returned from the Battle of Watchmen. Thomas, quiet well. No one knows what became of Thomas after the war, but some suggest he returned home to live in peace. Boa, royal bug-eyed fucking bishop. Boa resumed his duties as an Arcadian royal's bishop, guarding the kingdom while his people got back on their feet. This is going too fast for me, fuck. Beck, born shooter. Beck became famous for subjugating a group of borderland rulers who, having never seen a bloodless, panicked and promptly surrendered. What a piece of shit! What a load of crock. What the hell? Astrum, Medea's hero. Astrum was made captain of Arcadia's free company. He was given the sword Mercurius, and could carved quite a name for himself. He probably kicked a lot of ass with Mercurius, maybe. Who knows? Maybe you can call it a lot of health's role. Palla, elder sister. The war left this once self-assured knight's heart in knots, but still Palla worked diligently rebuilding Macedon, and then she became overpowered. In the next game, I mean what? Catria, middle sister. Catria returned to Macedon to rebuild. Love for a certain man flared in the heart, and the flickered one went unrequited. Psst, it's Marth! Oh well, she became extremely OP in the next game. I mean, what? Samson, roaming hero. Samson continued to ply at mercenary work throughout his life, but never sold his sword to anyone but those who met his standards. But they're not very high standards considering his stats. Sick burn! Zane, shapeshifter. After the war, Zane left without a word. It was not until later that Marth learned his true identity. We'll find out more about that in the next game! Est, little sister. Est fell in love with an Altea knight and found more happiness in a woman's life than a warrior's. Psst, it's Abel, but it doesn't go anywhere, trust me. She's kind of a bitch. Tiki, dragon scion. Tiki lived a peaceful life with Bantu. She spoke fondly of her adventures with Marth, even long after they had ended. She lived a nice, peaceful life because, you know, she's a dragon kid, or whatever, or what have you. Lawrence, people's man, his manly eye patch. Lawrence put Grus's prince up the throne and became his regent, but he and Arcadia did not always see eye to eye. Well, hopefully they won't butt heads in the next game or anything. Nah, Lawrence is too cool for that. Ellis, life giver. Ellis returned to royalty with Marth. Ever serene, she stood by her brother's side and watched him grow into a fine leader, poking fun at him whenever possible. The game doesn't tell you that little factoid. Goto, white sage. At Nina's request, Goto became Archmage of Arcania. The world never knew a better teacher. Probably, he's freaking Goto. He drove the rest bus and shit. Master of magic, gave resistance to everyone. Frey, brave knight. Frey stayed in Altea to help rebuild his ravaged kingdom. Come the fuck on! That's all he gets! This Frey, man-beard extraordinaire! Oh well, Norn, the volunteer. Her stint as a warrior over, Norn returned to her home in Altea and lived an unremarkable but happy life. Oh, come on! I mean, they're the big characters, please need some substance. Athena, fun woman. There she went, nobody knows. One theory that Athena returned to the border village where she was born. Horace, man of worth. Nina pardoned Horace after the war, and he resumed his life as a landed noble. In the years to come, he worked hard to heal Arcania. Etzel, Spellslinger. The Spellslinger Etzel vanished after the war as quickly as he came. His wanderings took him around the world for years to come. Ymir, Gravel Yeller. The fighting done, Ymir returned to his village in Grust, the one place that had accepted him. He was content with the rest of his days. Nagi, Dragon Ruler. Marth would have thanked Nagi after Medeus fell, but there was no one there to thank. Had he returned home? None ever knew. Fucking A! Oh, well, we're done. That's the end of this game. That is the end of Let's Play Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon. Thanks a lot for watching. This is Major Knight 404, and I'm going to say, watch out, guys. There might be a hero in your future. Or perhaps a heroine? See you later, guys.